Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Jason, the creator of I Am Legion for Dying Light 1 and 2, and I have some very exciting news. We've hit officially zero point 0.9. 0.9b was released today with everybody's great feedback. They've helped highlight a couple of bugs that have persisted for a little while, and so I did get a chance to go in there today and update a few of those things. And so I have a great announcement. First, 13,000 downloads. Thank you guys so much for all the support and going and downloading my mod this amount and continuing to support me on the community, on the Discord, and on Nexus. I really appreciate all the shout outs and everybody taking the time to come in and say thank you. It's been a great motivator. And to my supporters on Patreon, thank you guys so much for your donations. That's really made a huge difference to me. And really help fuel a lot of this development every day. So thank you guys so much. So the announcement that I wanted to make is that officially 1.0 is in development. So I'm finally breaking ground and starting on the 1.0 stable release. The current plan is for this to release before April. So we will see how the development goes for the next couple of weeks. But the big focus that I'm going to be doing for this, I looked at a couple of different systems, like injecting custom, special infected, all of that, and sad to say, they have most of those systems blocked down. So because of that, I'm not going to be able to bring in special affected just yet. But fingers crossed that maybe in a future update they will give me some strings that I can attach to get that update done. So the announcement that I want to make is that for 1.0. I believe I'm going to try to do away with the 3 different versions of the mod. The idea is that I think I'm going to try to tie everything into the difficulty settings inside the game. So I know a large amount of my supporters have mentioned before that there are people that want to play on the easy difficulty, on the medium difficulty, and then of course on the hard difficulty. I know that there will be an upcoming difficulty for Nightmare. They already have it in the code, but I know that hasn't been made available yet. So in the future, there could potentially be a 4th difficulty. I have tried my hand at going and writing my own difficulties, but that's pretty much trying to write at the core level of the code and send it all the way down, and it's very difficult to do, very time consuming. I may look at that in the future, but for now I believe the plan is to starting with the easy difficulty, to start writing my code to where for the easy, medium, and hard difficulty, certain parts of the mod are toggled on and off is the hope. And I'm going to try to make this more freestanding for everyone. So the idea is that if you just want the game to be more intense, but also want less damage inflicted, you want a fun experience, but you just want that more intelligent zombies, you want more interesting encounters, all these other things that I plan on writing in the future. I don't want to have to like funnel it down to where only the hard difficulty is supported. I want to try to make it to where everybody can enjoy the game how they want in their current playstyle. And so with these things like the settings files and the different things, I'm going to try to set those up to where you can continue to modify those things, but you modify for a difficulty level. So as we're going, we can continue to say, okay, the easy difficulty level is it's too easy. Let's start increasing the difficulty. Here's my configuration file. And one of the things that I really want to push forward for future development for this mod is allowing the community to create configuration files, to upload those configuration files, and make it very easy for you to download configuration files and get those into the game so that you can modify, customize, and change the playstyle based on what's missing. So one of the things I'll be working on first is the spawn system. So I'll be going through, and before it was all about, let's open this up, let's see how many different zombie types can we get spawned, what can we get in the game. Now that I've gotten all your guys' feedback, there is still a little bit of oddness with the spawn system where some people are seeing things a little bit different from others, and so because of that I'm going to continue to try to look for that bug, but then also make it to where all of this is hooked up to configuration files. All of this can be very easy to where you say, I want suiciders or boomers showing up on the map to where they blow me up if I start a chase. I want goons to appear when I'm randomly walking around on the street. Make all that front facing to where you guys can add what you want and change things just slightly to make the game more difficult. One of the caveats of that, and something I'm going to continue to watch for, is I do have to actually buckle down and do a lot of documentation on what's been done to the mod so far. So there will be a lot of upcoming documentation and media developed for that 1.0, rebranding of that Nexus page, along with I'm planning on releasing this to many other modding sites out there, so it won't just be the Nexus anymore that this mod resides on. So with that rebranding, all that documentation has to be done. So I'm going to try to make a lot of these systems really front facing and really obvious and really interesting to you guys to modify. A part of that is trying to get all of this into the game so that you guys can make these modifications actually in the main menu. I know that that's going to take a lot of work, so that may have to be a past 1.0 release, and so I'll continue to look at it and see what those needs are. A huge part of the community has just been able to open these files, make these modifications, and a large amount of people have expressed an interest in actually learning about modding and seeing how they can get involved in development. So I want all those things to continue forward past 1.0, and so stay tuned. I can't wait to tell you guys some of the other future features that I'm thinking about developing. I am a little limited with some of the code that I've seen so far, that there's little pieces missing here and there. It's super frustrating. You never know what you can actually pull off until I've had to scrap probably, at this point, probably 60% of the code for this mod has had to get on the back burner, just because there's like that one little thing that's missing, and it'll eat up a whole weekend saying like, maybe I can get it working, and it just ends up being fruitless. But I just wanted to let you guys know the update. I'm super excited to hear you guys' feedback on 0.9b. There will be probably a 0.9c before the release of 1.0. As you guys are giving feedback, I'm going to try to get those updates out as well, and all of that should roll into 1.0. Once 1.0 releases, I'll do another video kind of summarizing where we're at and what's coming up and how much support and different features I'll be working on in the future. So a lot of updates coming after that. All right, guys, thank you guys so much. Again, thank you so much for your support and your feedback. I really appreciate it, and I look forward to talking to you guys soon. Happy gaming, and talk to everybody later.